Alright, so we've moved up one notch here, and we're casting Ether versus OP here. 1250 to 1500 bracket. And very, very close TC start here, so this is going to be an eventful Nomad game already. Frankie here with the Byzantines random Civ against Rageman with random Saracens here. So the only time I've seen Rageman play Saracens was a fantastic Titanic of a game in the Nova game. I think Arabia game. I think it was Saracens anyway. He played some Archer stuff, but we'll see how this plays out. They are dangerously close, but not close enough to warrant the admin re for TC Wars. As for Rageman's teammate, we have El De Niro in the north here with the TC on the woodline and stones and golds here, and Kanalratte with the TC also on stone here with Teutons, maybe with defensive or offensive towers in mind, and the woodline and the area. Nice starting spot actually, and giving Teutons a good opportunity to expand to the left side here to extend them into a solid boom with cheap Teutons farms. But this is where the big action is going to be. El De Niro, random in fucking Malians as well. One of the absolute best Nomad civs. You could drop your dock right away and still afford a fishing ship. But in El De Niro's case, I think he forgot to place a house. No, he's there, never mind. So he has the house, he has the first fishing ship, and we'll see El De Niro being the first one to 6 eco population here. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to toggle the fast forward for a bit for Nomad purposes. We see the flares going up here just to indicate here's my TC, here's my dock. And they're docking quite close, which could be an advantage for OP healer here already. We'll see how OP they really are throughout this best of 3. Yeah, they're really close. So Frankie finds out the hard way, but didn't lose a villager there, pulled the villager back in time, and if we're ever going to see a tower war, it's here. Some houses going up for walling purposes, and yeah, being first to the next stage here is going to be very significant for Rageman and Frankie here, and they won't really be able to focus too much on water, I think. They need to do their thing on land. I see Frankie bringing in the second boar. Seems to have comparable... No, wait. Barely any idle TC time for Frankie here, which is fantastic. It's going to give him a good lead over Rageman. I don't understand why Rageman is matching the villager numbers. He must have more fish going for him. That's the difference here. But now we have the few ledges on the way here, and let's slow it down a bit because now we're gonna see some action maybe on the water and especially on the land in the middle here. Yeah, going to stone here as you have to do when you're this close. Whether it be for a castle later on or for defensive or offensive towers, we'll see. Frankie beating Rageman by half a minute here to the village, so it's going to get that first tower up nice and good. It could be that the first tower will go here, actually. Yeah, over there. That works too. Kanalratte going for the long hunt here to the middle. 3 on gold, so he's going to contest the water maybe. No naval investment for OP yet. So El De Niro with the Malians is making too far yellows. He has 2 docks up as well, so cheap docks for Malians. Cheaper wood cost of all buildings. But the first tower is up and Rageman just evacuates the whole woodland. He has to, otherwise he'll be losing villagers. That's a beautiful first tower for Frankie here. Kanalratte with the scouts, but with the amount of villagers here for Rageman, he can fend those off, fighting even without any spearmen here, but he's queuing the spears as well to hold off here. Not the prettiest start ever for the Saracens. While Frankie in the south here is almost fully walled in his own little paradise in the south of the map here. Might not need so many towers after all. Might be seeing a Byzantine's castle drop here at some point, and these castles are tanky and tough to deal with. So, but there's going to be a power spike for Ether here with Elden Nero going up to the castle age here, and is gonna reach it at just past 18 minutes, I think. So that's gonna be a huge advantage as well. Rageman with the rangeman, and didn't drop a market yet for some reason. His Saracens' market costs only 75 wood, I think, and would really facilitate a transition to the next age as needed. All of the villagers have to path away from the TC though, because this tower is just making life really awkward for Rageman down here. As for the naval fighting, I mean, I saw Elden Nero making fire galleys, but did he contest the enemy side at all? Not really. He has 4 fire galleys though, and might as well just make war galley and fire ships now, but there's not that much fish to be contested either. They can't really know that though, because they haven't been scouting the shorelines, so that's... I mean, why make naval army if you're not going to contest the fish boom of the other team, fish income? That's a bit peculiar. This is such an insane battle. Is that so? Towers War down here, so I'm suspecting Frankie and Rageman might be staying in the feudal age for a good while here. Saracen's market bonus though, if you focus heavily on the gold, Rageman is floating some gold here now. He needs that market, and here it comes. He has the range already, so we'll be able to buy that cast age as needed. Akkal-AOE with the Teutons is walling off here as well, and is placing the stable, so he's going to go for the Teutons Knights here, and really assume their end of the map here. Oh, nice. Frankie with some archers here for the Byzantines. And forcing Rageman to relocate yet again. I guess we need to see the eco-KD stats here now, because that's of significance. 3 villagers killed by Frankie, but imagine the idle eco time for Rageman due to the aggression here. Yeah, Rageman isn't reacting. He's losing a lot here now. He's down 7 villagers, while Frankie hasn't lost a single one. Elden Nero is out with the Knights, and should the Teuton's Knights enter his area, he could easily respond by adding some Malian's Camels. That's an easy switch to make when you're already making the cavalry, making the Knights here. It needs to use this fire galleys on water as well, though. Just don't let them fish. Literally just 10 fish or so for OP, but it's still free fish income, food income. This is just amazing value for Frankie with the few archers forward, but now the Saracens archers are here as well. You have Castle Edge on the way because Saracens eco, or market rather. And yeah, you could always hit and run. 8 villagers, amazing value from Frankie thus far. Forcing Rageman into a tower, he probably had to buy that because he hasn't been mining... Oh, no, never mind, he's mining stone over there. So scratch that. Elden Nero is here as well. So Frankie might still get some value from these feudal age archers. Do they have fletching? Yeah, they do. Delaying a TC here of Elden Nero as well. Good forward. Where are the Teuton's Knights? So we have 6 Teuton's Knights. They're just about to move out here. And Frankie is still in the feudal age with 51 villagers. Just Just staying there. We'll be clicking cast age any moment now, though, if since the resources are in place there. What was that stone? Yeah, cast ledge on the way for Frankie as well. Good position for OP, I think, here, all things considered. But right now, Ether have yeah, 5 military war. OP has slightly more economy, which could change rapidly if their fish is actually contested here. But these ships are traveling further and further, so probably not that big of a deal. So that's the eco tab. Let's see the KD should be more interesting at this point. Elden Nero to 17 to 9, so positive KD has gone into camels here. +1/+1, better upgrades than the Teutons, but then again Teutons get +1 melee armor for free. So yeah, still 1 more melee armor for the Teutons here. Alright, so some naval investment here. They want to check how the fish situation is over here. OP, amazingly, they haven't really been making any army on water at all, but we have Byzantines here. We have Byzantines in the castle age now. Frankie could get away with 3 or 4 5 ships here to clean this up. But in the meantime, they'll be losing stuff. Maybe they just don't care about naval or fish eco anymore at all. They're going to lose quite a bit though, so that's going to be great value for Elden Nero on water. Here comes the castle for the Byzantines of Frankie, denying this stone and gold of Rageman and the TC almost. Working together with the crossbows and archers here. Staying close together here with the Teutons Knights. They have +2 by now as well. And the Byzantine Archers, which I like when Elden Nero is going camels. Because the camels, yes, they are the counter unit to Knights, but with crossbows in the field, if you stay together with the crossbows with the Knights, there's not much the camels can do. Which team's position do you prefer here? Although I prefer OP's position now because of the way they're setting up their bases and staying away from raids. And they're just abandoning the fish for some reason, which I don't like. With even Byzantines with the faster fire galleys, you could so easily defend that. But the way they're playing it right now, they're staying so coordinated with the knights and crossbow play here. Even with a strong civilization like the Malians here, it's gonna be tough. We need the... I think we need the Saracens camels here to deal with the Duke's Knight because they are stronger and maybe actually... But then again, Saracens could go crossbow armor left line as well, and Rageman is getting some nice numbers up here. But it's very even. It's... overall population is just 10-15 apart here. And the military situation is similar, the military situation is dead similar, and they're both playing cavalry archer here, and cavalry and archers here, right? Okay, still army numbers comparable here. But who's... Yeah, Elton Nero is back on the knights here. He kind of has to because it's better against the crossbows. Then again, your knights are inferior to the Teutons ones because now they have similar upgrades. Teutons with the Castle Age civilization bonus getting +1 extra melee armor. They effectively have 3 melee armor now. So when they're up against the Malian's knights, they win one-on-one due to that fact. So this fighting is gonna come down to pure numbers, and Kanalrate, he's lower in the cavalry numbers than Eldeniro here. So I'd say either right now are in the better spot, but this is swaying back and forth all the time. Down goes a siege workshop just like that. Ooh, heal bonus for Rage Ban here, that's good news. Thanks for the follow, Crawdad. Much appreciated. They are chasing uphill here, though. I think Frankie might have the crossbow numbers here in this group. Yeah, probably does. 25 to 22. Where are Elden Nero's knights? They're over here. Elden Nero is being quite patient here now with the armies here. That's a good castle as well, protecting a lot of the economy here and also kind of protecting wagemen here. So they're holding. And if we look at the resources now, gold here, gold here, golds here. I mean, long-term gold access is going to be better for Team Ether here. But now we have Frankie with the cheaper Byzantine's Impier and 43 crossbows to benefit from the Arbalest upgrade, and that could just slay any units here. Oh, look at the gold want to be part of the crossbow army here. Yeah, they're moving over here now. Elden Nero trying to get some raids in, but that's some good... Uh-oh. Jinxed it. I was gonna say that's some good walling behind by Akkal-AOE, but at least it bought Akkal-AOE time to get the enemy, catch up with the enemy armies here, and there's the Imperial Age. Frankie will take the fight here, will still win, even if Arbalest and Bracer isn't in yet. This is a horrible fight for Elden Nero. Could be a game-changing fight here, game-ending fight here, with Elden Nero losing most of the cavalry units here. Fantastic fight. Good awareness there of Team OP to catch up here and make sure that Elden Nero's raids gets, or raid attempt gets, a minimum damage. There's Arbalest, we have Bracerian and Chemistry right around the corner as well. Nice. And the castle producing trebs means that this Saracen's castle could be very short-lived. Malians in the Imperial Age can be scary though, because if Elden Nero has the economy to sustain it, he could go for like Farimba, light cavalry raids here, or all of the cavalry affected by the Malians' unique technology, granting them +5 attack. So El Nero could still get some amazing raids in here and change the outcome of the game, but that fight earlier really set El Nero's army numbers back and gave OP a huge positional advantage here. So Kanalrata taking a good fight here as well. Here comes the Maganel from behind, getting more numbers down. Now it's Rageman losing all of the Cosmo numbers. They're Easter are taking really bad fights here now. They're wasting their army numbers. And now look, it's 54 to 32 now. And still a pretty nice chunk of armless here for Frankie. Yeah, it's a close game. They have been so matched up. It's that cheaper Byzantine's Imperial Age is being played to its full potential here now. Very nice Byzantines playing to get that power spike and clean up, take some great fights to change it up. Eldinir with 3 castles up, extending the economy as well, so he's definitely not giving up here. Here comes Cavalier and capped rams for the Malians. And let's see if Eldinir's economy might support Farinbar as well. Might be coming at some point. And Nero. Exactly. Here come the chance. Captram to try and take out the Trebs here. That's not gonna work. And Kadalratte with the Rams here as well from the Teutons. Imperial Age in for the Teutons. Cavalier is in. 69 army. Nice number. And triple the army size of Ether here now. Saracen's going up as well, but the only army for Rageman at the moment are 2 Fire Galleys. That's not exactly going to switch up the games here. Farimba right around the corner for Elden Nero, so could be the edge against the Teutons Cavalier here, but the fact remains that right now Elden Nero is fighting a 1 vs 2, and I don't think even Malian's Farimba Cavalier can contest that. This is such a strong push now with the Cavalier 15 seconds away for the Teutons and 3 Trebs to demolish what's of buildings and castles here. Yeah, so we're getting the most of it here, but just look at the numbers. This army tab is the absolute most significant thing now. There's an eco difference as well, but having 4 times the army, that's just that's the point of winning for the first game for OP here. They're pushing further in for capped rams here now to take out buildings. The Trebs will be following as well. GG Boyos is called. First game goes to OP. GG indeed. KD shows here that Frankie and Kanaldraft have taken some great fights along the way, but that's also taking those great fights that changes the outcome of the game. Yes, the earlier Imperial Age as well makes a difference here with the Trebs to take out castles and whatnot, but just judging when and where to take those fights, that's some great map and enemy army awareness there. So let's see what happens if I disconnect from the game and then reconnect, if that's gonna work for me here. Hoping I don't need to restart capture it again, but we'll see. Second game on Water Nomad. This is gonna be a mess. Demo galore. Yes, correct. Ether's home map is Water Nomad. And let's just find the scouting of one of the players. You start with 13 pop. You start with, what is it? 6 villagers, I think. And 7 fish or something like that. 5 fish. And yes, here we are. Just give it a moment to react here. Hopefully it will. I don't want to take the chance here with bugging out. Let me just... I'm gonna have to restart capture rate for each match here just to be on the safe side. It's a bit... Or is it okay now? Ha! Okay, maybe I found the trick. Anyway, it's Water Nomad. So we start with 6 builders and 7 fishing ships. So you'll be very much pop capped from the very beginning. You need to rush up houses to try and get as little housed as possible. You need the dock because otherwise your fish can't drop off their food. And then you need to go to wood ASAP to get your houses up. But this is El Nero and Rageman's home map. So they must have something specific planned here. It's a map just asking for a mess. They're playing reversed Civs here, as are the rules of my tournament. Exclamation mark rules for a brief explanation of the very basics. And Teutons, Byzantines. Byzantines, they have faster firing fire galleys, and Teutons overall have a strong economy. And blue, let's see for blue here. Dropping TC up here. Didn't... Oh, there's a dock. Malians should be nice here as well, because you save wood at buildings, so you should have an easier time getting the economy running. And check red, they say. And red is down here doing... Oops, sorry. Didn't get to see much there. Making a mill. Can the fishing ships drop off food at a mill? I have a strong feeling they can't. Ouch! You'd think they might be able to at least drop off at the TC, but yeah, here we have Frankie rushing up the dock. And there we go. And a boost of food for Frankie all of a sudden. Well, you have your 2 buildings needed to go up now, so you could have a lightning speed fuel late here. Yeah, I know they can't drop off at TC. I'd just say I think they should be able to, honestly. Still, where is it, Doc? Where did these food boats come from? You start with 6 fishing ships on Water Nomad. Look at that one. Food boats. Yeah, the Civs are reversed, so we have Malians, Saracens for Frankie. Saracens, galleys, they fire 25% faster, or no, 10% faster or something. So that's gonna be an advantage here, actually, also against the Byzantines' faster firing fire galleys. But it's about uptimes here, and if you see at Ether here, they at least got their docks down, so they have a slightly better start. But El Nero, very close to Akkal-AOE here in the north, and then Frankie set up potentially for a good free boom down in the southwest side here, but who knows? It's Water Nomad, it is a mess. And the players have to adapt accordingly. Just a quick fast forward here. Fuel late should be right around the corner probably. But in the meantime, just have some look at the colors and stuff here. There you are. Looks like Rageman is the first one up here with 35 pop, which is pretty sick, however you look at it. But he's been consistently producing fish, I'd assume then. Here we go. Alright. Ether is up. Actually, the villager count is similar. It's 66, 66. And they should be... I mean, they can go for demolition ships, because if you get the demolition hit on the woodline, that's going to be lots of dead villagers on your eco. But a higher level player here in the 1800 to 2k bracket, they said that whoever has the most galleys in Feudal Age basically wins Water Nomad. So we'll see how it progresses here. Blacksmith blacksmith market for Frankie. Gonna go fast castle here then with Saracens and get to the war galleys fairly earlier. Seems risky, but if you are able to get it undisturbed down here, that's gonna pay off, of course, for your economy and your army strength and everything. There's some flaring to the north here. That's El Nero spotting places maybe to hit. Not any ridiculous army numbers just yet, but Ether, they both have 3 docks producing, and Rageman specifically now with 5 docks out already. So 6 military to 5. Eldenir with 10 galleys in queue in the 3 docks he has as well. And up with a defensive tower on the gold here to limit ships access. Just make demos, man, says Ogdai1. Yeah. If the player's enemy isn't walled, that's definitely a play. But when everybody's making galleys, demos have less impact anyway, because the galleys can snipe them so easily. $11 to 8. And we have Rageman down here looking for blood on Frankie's side. You need to deny the proper resources, and the gold is being denied off the Saracens here. That's perfect. The Castle Edge is on the way though, which means that Frankie could get War Galley, could get a demolition ship, and also the faster firing Saracen galleys, of course, into War Galleys. But it's also Ether's home map, so they must have something planned for this absolute crazy, messy map. And Rageman getting some serious value here. Let's see the Eco KD if we can. 7 Eco units killed by Rageman, that's all fishing ships, I bet. He's kind of on his own, though, but here come El Nero with the galleys as well. El Nero lacking fletching though, that's going to mean that the galleys are less useful. Gonna take them longer to take out fire ship. Hey, work together, guys. Communicate. There we go. You have a nice... I was gonna say a nice numbers advantage, but actually it's quite close, and both the opponents have fletching. El Nero is missing it, so this is gonna be a worse fight, and there's War Galley for Frankie as well. Oof, that changes up things a lot, but Ether still seem to have the numbers slightly here. Rageman letting El Nero take all this. Yeah, Ether don't need numbers, they are Rageman. That's the way to say it. Byzantines playing galleys. Guys, Byzantines have faster firing fire galleys, not faster firing galleys. That's a Saracen thing. But yeah, Rageman is still doing work here, and that range is gonna come in handy, because then you could snipe units, eco units over the woodlines and whatnot. The important thing here is to keep Frankie off resources, ideally. Keep the numbers down is good as well. Yeah, I know, galleys make more sense on Water Nomad. You can make choke points though. But yeah, something tells me this might not go to Imperial Age, but at least fast fire ships in the Imperial Age will be relevant here for the Byzantines. Run, run, run! Or float! 30 galleys and counting. 19, 18, very similar numbers here, but the eco situation much better for Ether now after having killed 9 eco units of Frankie. Frankie still has the fish intact here, but they're traveling long distance and not really bringing in food. Frankie, I said I meant Kanaldrate. And Frankie now on the forward on El Nero's side here with the Teuton's towers. Funnily enough, quite efficient here with the extra garrison space inside. Worst case, you could garrison 10 villagers, so it's a point of refuge for the villagers. As El Nero scrambles up this tower, but it goes down, and El Nero is the one losing some villagers now. He's lost 7 villagers as well, so Frankie really doing some work here, but now let's see, Kanaldrate and Frankie ganging up on El Nero here now. Though Ether still have a convincing eco lead here. The Nero doesn't have any army right now to hold off against it, so he has to rely on his teammate. Basically playing a 1 vs 2 here now, military-wise. Yeah, they're feudal age towers, so they only have 700 HP. If you were in Castle Age, they'd have a little bit more HP, I think, but... Now, what? It's Rageman versus Kanaldrate up here, and they are... Yeah, it's 27 to 20. So Rageman should definitely chase here. Upgrades are in as well. At this point... Ooh, but Kanaldrate has careening, and Rageman doesn't, so that's a huge one in the fights here when the numbers are this even. Rageman, yes, he has more numbers. He's convincingly higher numbers. Totally, but in total, but not all of them are here. So due to that extra armor on Kanaldrate's ship, Kanaldrate can take more convincing fights here. But there's careening for Rageman as well, just 20 seconds away. He needs to pull away now until that upgrade kicks in, and he has a better fight on his hands. Yeah, Rageman getting a good fight here. Their ecos are very much comparable as well, so he's matching the Malians' eco here with the Byzantines. Staying 1 DC here, El Nero's putting up another one on the gold and woodland over here. And they're gonna keep that eco lead, I think, and the army production is of importance here as well. Right now, Frankie isn't producing anything, but the villager situation maybe not completely allowing that either. Heavy gold investment could maybe use the market. Let's see if there's any help in that. Nah. Yeah, I'm producing some more galleys here. Oh, but this is a pickle for H-Man. Now he's up in a 1 vs 2 here, and don't think his numbers are... Wait, he has the HP advantage numbers-wise, actually. And I'm guessing due to the eco situation that Frankie doesn't have careening here, so his ships will die more easily to Rangeman's numbers here. El Nero is back on track here as well, providing some galleys here. And overall, 31 to 20 military here. Still no demos, so Ogedai 1 will just be sad watching this. Or no demos that I could see, anyway. Don't shoot the buffalo. It's another team, it's fine. Oh, we could take out the Imp TC here actually. So Kanarat is going Imperial Age here for the power spike that implies, but in theory this TC could... Maybe it's going too slowly here. And obviously Rageman can't know that this TC specifically is researching Imperial Age either. But that would be huge if they could take it out. $43 to $25 military here now. What's 59 builders Imperial Age gonna give Kanalratte here? Especially if the ships go down. There are only 8 war galleys left to benefit from the galleon upgrade. And yeah, being pushed further and further back here. There are 5 builders garrison inside the TC, but looking at the numbers here, I don't think Rageman minds that all that much. The map control more in Ether's favor here, by the looks of it. A tower going up, that's even a watchtower, not even a guard tower. So at best that's going to delay the aggression here. Sigur plus heated shot, yeah. Seems like a long shot. Seems expensive, that one. But an interesting take. 37 to 14 here. Good performance by Ether on the home map here so far. They are taking out the Malins here, and they did give the Saracens a good beating earlier on as well. So that's a 1-1 for OP and Ether. We'll be going to a third and decider game with OP's home map, but Hidden Civ free pick. Alright, and massive KD there for Richmond. 90 to 56. Hope you're ready for a very long game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hope that's ironical, but we'll see. We'll see. There's always the fast forward button if we really will need it. Right. Let's try this. Isn't this what I did previous game? Third game on land. No, but okay, yeah, that could be a long one. Do I smell some trade happening here? I wonder if this is gonna work if I let the game run a little bit and then let Capture catch up. We'll see if we bug out again here. It is land Nomad though, and that's the home map of OP. And yeah, no villager fighting allowed before minute 5. We have a bit of a... Let's just see if that works again. Not this time. Yeah, right. Yeah, better than restarting every time. Alright, land Nomad it is. And let's just talk through the civilization why the... before the... fast forward a bit. And Hidden Civ free pick, you can reuse civilizations if you need to. And or if you want to. For this third game, it is pick civ, not random like the first 2 games, or random and reverse. So here we go with Persians and Koreans for Frankie and Kanalate. Okay, so war wagons and heavy cavalry here, or simply arbalists for the Persians. And now for El De Niro and Rageman, we have Persians Mongols. Alright, so we'll get to see Mangudai versus war wagons here. We'll see. Starting placements. Rageman and Kanalrate somewhat close up here. They'll almost be sharing resources. And the other guys just El De Niro in down south here. Frankie to the left corner with the Persians. Positions I usually don't like on on land Nomad or Nomad stars like this, because you're in the corner. You have an easy wall off to begin with, but you can easily get trapped that way as well. That goes for goes for El De Niro and south. That goes for all of them. They're quite close to the edge. That's not necessarily an advantage. Not necessarily an advantage, but that goes for both these two, and yeah, they're all close to the edge, so there's always a risk you actually get walled out by your opponent when you're placed like this. But now let's speed it up. Let's speed it up and see what goes. Nicely squeezed between the two enemies. Hey, if you can endure the storm rage, man, you're giving El De Niro the boom of a lifetime with Persians, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. So let's see for OP here. They are... I found some sheep to scout with, some nice scouting here. Yeah, they've all found sheep to scout with. They're gaining some intel on the map and just setting up for their opening. Let's enjoy this beautiful game on slow. Oh boy, oh boy. That's the risk of just committing to casting lots of sets, because you don't never know if it's going to be a 2-hour game or 10 minutes unless you pre-plan and actually check it. So Frankie walling off here with the Koreans. That would suggest a fast castle approach here then, while Kanalrate with the Persians very likely going for the scouts here with the 23 pop-up. Could of course be something else, but I think they're fine. It's funny, Capture H even records that lag when someone clicks up to the next stage. Here we go, back on somewhat normal speed here. Here comes the stables for Kanalrate, and does actually know that Rageman is over here. Rageman walling off, expecting the scouts by now, and has the barracks to produce some spears as well. Probably going scouts with the Mongols here as well. Would usually be played unless it's 2 on gold. It could be a fast castle for Rageman here as well. Missing just 200 food for the fast castle, but all the more important to get those walls up then and don't be subject to early scouts. Look at these Waller boys playing those nice, lovely Nomad maps, and then they just find their own corner to hide in and wall off. But it goes for all of them. Already indicative of a potential long game, as they are saying, but I hope they're joking, of course. Unless it's a fantastic game. The first Nomad game was awesome in terms of evenness between the teams. So to have a real long one, that's just a treat, honestly. Black Forest is not simply a game mode, it's a way of life. Yeah, Wally modes. There we go. Wally. Knocking at the door here, Kanalrate is not going to get much from these scouts in the corner here on the walls. Rageman's walls are the worst. He doesn't have access to any resource. What do you mean? He has gold, he has wood. He almost has stone. Unless someone drops the tower archers. But I mean, yes, he could have walled to the edge of the map here for sure, and then he'd have another gold. So, 5 defense is that I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's what you get for flaming rangeman's walls. He's taking it with beautiful self-irony. 64 to 60 villagers here. Nothing too significant to mention here, but we do have 2 players to the castle age. Both Elden Nero and Frankie opting for the fast castle here. And let's see how that goes then. Actually, Frankie, what's the... yeah, there's stone in the back. That's beautiful. Stone and gold in the back. So good wall, better walls from Frankie here, if you consider that. And well, definitely a castle in making here for Warwagons, we'll have to assume. Ridiculously strong unit, honestly, if you can get to a critical mass of them. Akkal-AOE's scouts investment didn't do much, but making only 3 scouts, that doesn't impair your transition all that much either. We have a castle age just 30 seconds behind Elden Nero here, and Elden Nero actually didn't make any scouts as far as I could tell. Castle position. Isn't there in... no, there's not space for a lumber camp here. Hey, it's on the hill. That's the most important. TC's going up. Is that a hole? What's going on here? How did Rage... What? I mean, it's not... It's a kind of an obvious hole, but it's still... And now... no, Kanalretta is walling this section, but this is where the point of entry is, my friend. Maybe here as well, but I. I think most of them are okay with roasting or devil, but I only know Rageman and Elden Nero from before, so you'd better tread carefully just in case. Alright, we're in boom mode here. Everybody's dropping more TCs except for... no. Elden Nero has a couple of ones as well, so full boom simulator here, pretending that Land Nomad is indeed Black Forest, Land Forest. And yeah, what do we have here? For a moment there I thought I saw Persian Cav Archers. I'm a bit disappointed now that these are actually Mongols, but Cav Archers hype. So this is Ether A, right? Are they actually? Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember the actual name. Careful what you talk about, Zoolander. I've seen all of you play. And one of these two happened to win my open season tournament earlier this year, so... Elden Nero, that is. Champion of the 1300 max bracket. Alright, a nice 2v1 situation here now for Rageman and Elden Nero. They are going to break through here, I think, because it's... Yo. Knock knock. Why are you pounding away this? Well, you want to kill the stable, that's fine, but it's still open here. The Cav Archers can run in, you know. Enter team either in Akkal-AOE side here, and the military situation right now, until that Koreans boom and war wagons and whatnot can keep. Oh, he's coming to the rescue. Frankie is coming to the rescue with 6 war wagons here. War wagons should win over cavalry archers in equal numbers because of their tankiness and higher damage output for that matter. But we're not gonna see that just yet. Missing upgrades. Who's missing upgrades? War wagons? Yeah, missing Bodkin. You're right. Bodkin overrated anyway. I kinda agree. They're still tanky. They have a long way to go though. Don't they even? They probably don't have husbandry either, right? Nope. Slow boys, but camels and war wagons against cavalry archers. Okay. Yeah, war wagons are ridiculous. They are silly for their strength. But what really made them broken is the fact that they get the defense upgrades instantly, right? Where am I pointing at? I'm pointing at Frankie here. Koreans, that was to boost their archers play, not to make them only a tower civ. But that benefits the war wagons as well, because they're classified as cavalry archers. And Ogada 1 is right as well. One of the better options in the late game to deal with war wagons. I'm not agreeing with the knights, but I'm agreeing with Cavalier or Paladin masses in Imperial Age will be able to deal with war wagon masses better than many other options. I mean, I beat war wagons numbers with Japanese Cavalier as well. But if the camels can get close, they do have that bonus damage since it's a cavalry archer. Good denying the extension of Rageman here though, is kind of forced up in his corner here. And of course, in the very late game, I guess if you get to Halb Siege on the or something like that, that's also a way to punish war wagons. But more difficult on an open map like Land Nomad. And you have to keep in mind as well that war wagons are ridiculously expensive, so they're not easy to mass. They're never easy to mass. You should be able to punish Koreans before they can get to them. To the critical mass, that is. These teams have really good coordination, I have to say. We have they're staying together, and not you for the most part of the game, not taking unnecessary fights that you're bound to lose. Oh, yeah. Are these guys pro gamers? Depends on the definition of pro gamer, man. But they are playing solid AOE too. Oh, run in here for the Persians' armies. Looks like Kanalrata has the edge numbers-wise though in this matchup, but they're pulling back towards the castle here and hesitating to take the fight here. Very good fight for Team OP here. Yeah. Yep, yeah, taking out some serious numbers here, 41 to 25 now. Essentially taking out most of the cavalry of Elden Nero there. Could be that Elden Nero was underestimating the +2 defense of Canalrate's armies here, because he has +2 defense while Elden Nero has +1/+1. Mongols, Mangudai though, they are massing up here. Future Viper, this Frankie, yes. Let's say that. More like Viper's retarded brother. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Look at Elden Nero's position, or actually, sorry, look at Frankie and Elden Nero's positions here, though Elden Nero is booming much harder here, being a seasoned Black Forest player. It's just going to stay untouched with an economy down south here. They're focusing so much in the north that could be nasty for the later game with a fully boomed Persians. But we do have OP, both players going to imp here with stronger economy than Ether already in terms of builders numbers, and they have an army edge as well. And we'll toggle the KD, let's see. Yeah, we had a TC earlier, right? Raidsman that got denied over here, so that's some good map awareness or denying expansion for red for sure. Frankie had a good game until some point. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we have the Imperial Ages on the way here, so that could be an indication of something. But we'll see. Mangadine numbers growing scary as well, but here come the war wagons. Elite Warwagon, Bracer, and Imperial Age for the Persians as well. Should unlock Heavy Camel. No army production whatsoever right now for Canalrate though. Siege Workshop. Yeah, that's gonna be denied by the Mangudai. And oh, don't run in here with the Castle Age units. Wait for, at the very least, wait for Heavy Camel. That's not gonna do much against this massive Mangudai anyway, but yeah, War Wagon's getting some sneaky hits in here. Elden Nero in full boom mode, just having his own peaceful little moments down here and slowly expanding to the north. Now with the Imperial Age kicking in, probably with a very solid economy behind this. See that one war wagon? This one? Yeah. He had a death wish. Not sure what Elden Nero is doing here, but he's switching to Knights and Cavalier eventually, so yes, those camels were expendable, they didn't do much. Kanalrata with the heavy camel rider is in here and has at least the defense upgrades. While Frankie wants to push with Trebs on the Mongols castles here to diminish Mangudai production. Eight Pierce armor total for the elite war wagons. Real Gronagers, so siege rams and siege onagers with Mongols, yeah, maybe. Okay, war wagons, you need to come over here. Yeah, Rageman is kind of cramped up in the corner here. Gold is one thing, but wood is going to be worse for Rageman here, because this is his only wood line. If that's denied, he doesn't have wood access. But we have Elenir with a ridiculous boom, though, so Elenir could sling, probably. Oh, what's up down here? A little bit of raiding. I think the war wagons will handle that. Here come the Cavalier or Eldenier, but they're not in critical masters. Look at the production of Paladin is in! That's usually one of the better answers you can have to war wagons in the late game, because they have the speed to catch up with the war wagons. And as far as I can see, Frankie doesn't have husbandry for the war wagons, because he doesn't have a stable, but I might be mistaken. Maybe the stable got killed at some point. But let's assume that Koreans don't have husbandry here, then it's much easier for the Persian paladins to catch up with them as well, and get close and get some kills. Alright, 53 paladins, just like that for Elden Hero. What a ridiculous, ridiculous boom. I mean, it's the Persians free boom. The TC is now in Imperial Age to work 20% faster as well. 10, 15 and 20% faster from the Feudal Age. So you have an amazing boom, and this is going to be an amazing raid. But I think Frankie can afford to lose a few builders here, just looking at the numbers. So... yeah, that's Persians indeed. Honestly, Persians wouldn't be my first pick on land Nomad, but they're certainly working out here so far. Okay, let's look at Elden Hero's Eco KD here. 49 filters killed. And Mangodai raiding to the north here for Rageman. Ooh, getting laggy here. Enter the heavy camels, the war wagons, 20 in production here now, but the numbers kind of diminishing as well. As long as the paladins can catch up with them, you could take out numbers here. Akkal-AOE coming with the heavy camels has to do that to clean up the Persian paladins here. Not that it matters too much, but they're missing attack upgrades for the heavy camels of Akkal-AOE here, but outnumbering the paladins, it really doesn't matter. Seems like they're cleaning up here, and just like that, down to 155 villagers to 225 of Ether here. 35 Elite Magadai and 50 Paladins still on the field, so Ether have a slight military lead here. The main thing stopping Rageman from extending out on the field now is actually this castle, because there's, aside from that, there's should be potential here. Do we have no elite, no eco for that? Frankie, that was space for villagers again. Hey, some of the pros say never stop queuing villagers, so it's just listening to the big guys. Alright, we have some expansion here from Rageman now. A couple of TCs going up on woodlines and woodlines. While Elenir is wrecking with the paladins here. Is he pop capped? He probably is. And 92 villagers lost for Frankie. Akkal-AOE lost quite a bit as well, actually. Yeah, you need a response to the paladins here now. I think war wagons won't really kill them, and a response. You have the heavy cannons, of course you do, but I feel like some halberdiers to go with the war wagons so that the paladins can take them out. Could be something. Yeah, there's no siege either, that's right. Oh. Seen that in many games with and against Koreans in this Nomad tournament, that the players are hesitant to add siege for some reason. Okay, okay, okay. Mangudai from one side, Paladins from another. Full upgrades on the war wagons, but when the Paladins get close, they get to take out quite a few of them anyway. Frankie is not... Yeah, is trying to single hit and run here, but here come the Mangudai to take out the Trebs. And that TC lives to see another part of the game. 40, 34. Everybody's really just relying on one unit here, mainly. And Frankie did have some trebuchets here, but they are out again. OP with the army numbers here again. 51 elite war wagons total, and queuing more, of course. But they, I don't know, feel like they're spending a lot of time to the north here now. Maybe they should consider trying to get some raids in on El as well, or do some damage to El production capabilities. Something. Right now is quite low on numbers though. This isn't looking too bright for the Mongols. Rageman is being denied completely. Expansion. We see stone walls to the side here for the Persians as well. Persians, as far as I know, don't get fortified wall, but I mean stone walls will be denying any raids and escape for Rageman on this side anyway. War wagons in choke points like this, also not a pretty sight for anyone fighting against them. The Nero comes in here again with the numbers, but yeah, they're just way too low numbers to make any significant difference here. Colorado with some small raids here, light cav raids, no Hussar yet, but get some raids in on El Nero's eco, so the villager numbers might diminish for El Nero now. No sign of any trade setup for anyone yet. They don't really have any secure corners here, to put it that way, so might not see it happening just yet. And I guess trade doesn't really matter that much on Land Nomad after all either, because there's so much gold. Holstein Housewife. Yeah! Elden Nero with one Angry Housewife in the queue. It's gonna turn the whole fight around here. Losing some villagers here, using the Hussars to defend against raids here now. Where are the walls now? Yeah, the trade is not possible, that's right. You would literally have to trade in the middle of the map for Frankie and Kanalrat, and that's obviously never gonna work. But there's still golds to be taken. This Land Nomad doesn't run out of gold that easily. Persian elite skirms. Less maybe, but there are 4-tile golds in the corners here. I feel it's a lot more than many standard maps, was the idea. I don't know how much, but I see there's still 4-tile golds many places around here. Elite Mangolai, 46 of them now. And they seem to be doing okay here, fighting under their own castles for protection, that is. That's quite a few dead war wagons there. Though imagine having some hussar or something in between there to tank Mangolai shots and allow the war wagons to fire. It could be a very different kind of fight. Even with the castles behind there. One castle goes down though, so that's less Mangolai production possible for Rageman, who currently isn't producing at all, in fact. He's just cramped up in the corner here and now going to be raided by heavy camels as well and have his eco very much diminished here. Yeah, I see there's not really many potential. Ooh. When in doubt, make war elephants, but he died. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, well done here with the halberdiers here. Is he gonna get close enough to... Yeah, he doesn't have enough, but he still gets a few war wagons with... with... halberdiers here. Yeah, not trying to run builds, yeah. Easier said than done with this kind of army numbers and expansional. Upside of being in the corner is you could wall yourself in and have a safe fast castle, not worrying about raids. Downside is to get cramped up like this, and if you get doubled, you're fucked because you can't escape and reboom. Is this the comeback? Might be. Well, you are trying to run builds, Rageman, but he didn't. He didn't quite make it. It's all their teammates' fault. Team, where's my team? That's what Rageman is thinking here. Frankie, nice eco, 174 villagers. It doesn't make much room for war wagons, does it? Yeah, middle is definitely the best option to start for Nomad maps, because then you could, in theory, expand in any direction. Made eco for both of us. Yeah, why not? It's the great migration going on here right now. And the what? What? Is that a misclick or what happened there? Oh, enter Halberdier wave number 2 here, and now the war wagons are down to 16 here, and the Nero is chasing and sniping what he can with the remaining paladins and Halberdiers here. Lumber camp rush. Yeah, use them as cannon fodder. That's a distraction indeed, but 56 villagers, 29 now. Well, I hear lots of dying here, but it might be Rageman, because he's losing more and more ground here. Yeah, there's a cast named Rageman face, it's here. taking out the rest of the non-eco existing up here. Let's actually see for Rageman here. He is floating wood, but he probably can't. Yeah, he has a market seal, so he could send resources to Elden Nero. Not that it would makes much of a difference at this stage in the game, but in theory. Whereas Green pushing is doing some raiding with some with halberdiers on the side. Here is raiding with halbs on this side as well. Well, GG ages ago if it weren't for Green having a good game. Yeah. Well, to 126 villagers again. Let's have a look at the resource here. What's the gold situation, for example? 8 on gold, 4 on gold, 0 on gold for each man. Well, no surprise there. And 10 on gold for Elden Nero, so he still has gold access. When is going to be the time for Trash Bowl? Yeah, we need Rageman back in the game here for Elden Nero to be able to win it for them, even with that superior eco and paladin rush and raiding to the sides. Pushing a bit here with the treb now and some units, so pushing back a bit, but that's basically just for wood here. Elden Nero is literally owning 33% of the map now, or more, but still the blue and red have more map control overall here. We still have some remaining elite Mangudai here, but where to put them to use? Do you raid blue? There are 2 castles in whatever eco blue is running here, but then there are elite skirms as well. Ouch. Oh, are there more war wagons coming? Yeah. Now we don't think they're pro gamers. Is that so? Elite skirms. Look at all of the green on the map. Castle's going down as well. And still some paladins. 11 paladins left for Elden Nero here. 3 Trevs pushing is pushing back a bit here. But I mean there's still I don't even know where to focus anymore. Yeah, I mean, but even if you don't have gold access Rageman, Elden Nero definitely does, so he could share, right? Could sling, and maybe you could make that tech switch and use some points to get some juicy shots in. Paladin raids to the north, and yeah, Green Elden Nero really expanding here. 63 villagers, 97 villagers, Frankie, and yeah, Frankie low on gold and wood here, so no more war wagons, especially not when you're losing the castles as well. Zoolander is legend in the Nomad scene. Well, why isn't he playing this tournament then, huh? As far as I know, anyway. Another castle down. Rageman with the elite skirmishers here, and since you've already done Mangale, they have full upgrades. Providing for his team here. Making use of that wood. I want to go to bed. Can they finish it now? I mean, if this is gonna go on for another hour, I need another beer. I have no idea how long this goes, but let's just watch some. Let's just watch some beautiful raiding here while I grab myself another 1 to 3. Skirmisher's better than every unit. Okay. Rageman with the skirms. And what's happening to the skirms here then is Ogedai 1? What's happening with the skirms when hussars are on the field, huh? Relic count is 0 for all of them. No relics. Ain't nobody got time for that relic stuff. You can kill them if they believe in themselves. Or if you have enough of them. Okay, I won. More skirms than hussars, that's it. Oh boy. I mean, on the bright side, if Frankie and Kanalrat clear out all Rageman has here, you could actually start trading in the corners. And have gold access. Rageman is down to 13 builds and 10 military, so that's not really very pretty. I find the lack of siege ramps disturbing. Also a valid point. So over here, just a couple of camels chilling out while El Nero raids away with the hussars again. Where are purple vills? Non-existent, I'd say. Rageman is officially at 0 bills, and he doesn't have a town center. Rageman... Rageman can't. Rageman can't. Do you at least have a monster, Rageman? No, you don't, so you can't even convert villagers. You can't convert villagers. You can, for now, you can produce skirmishers, but looks like Kanalrat wants to keep pushing with battering rams here, even though Persians have access to siege ram. This is when Mongol cast late check is useful. You mean nomads? Or whatever that's called. Okay, so Rageman can go have a beer while El Nero... Oh wait, he's still making skirmishers. Scratch that, he's still providing. He's still providing. 96 military to 63. Okay, well, at least they're throwing flaming spears, so these rams should just burst up with the flame. Oh, hi, Elden Nero. Elden Nero's paladins to the rescue. Down go the rams to... Alright, so all that... I mean... All that Rageman is left are 5 ranges. That you can produce from, that is. I guess the market, but that doesn't really apply here. Okay, at least tell Elden here to wall those in or something so they can't be taken out easily with with ramps or whatnot. Oh man. Maybe try a different unit next time. Yeah. Zoolander, a trade cart maybe? Trade cart to kill ramps? That could work. He could produce trade carts, after all. Hey, Elden Nero could trade here, except he can't. It's in the middle of 2 enemy bases. They're not doing very well against the Hussars here. They might get one. No. No. Yes. No. And Rageman is back to 0-0, and here comes another ram. Oh, come on. At least get capped ram. It's like 300 food. You can afford that, right? No, you can't. Okay, this is where the action is down. But now we're not even gonna defend with skirms here. We're gonna let this dude pound away. Box formation. Skirms, first skirms, and a few arbs in here. This is an AR army. Okay, one would be proud here. Arbalest and War Wagon and skirms. Was in a very dark place at this point. I would have GG'd probably half an hour ago. Yeah, Koreans have better skirms, or best skirms in this match, that's true. But don't eat the... Get the range! If you're gonna get Rageman defeated here, we need to take out the ranges, and probably the blacksmith and the market, and then he's out. Now what's Elden Nero up to? He's only held trash stuff again. And he's raiding over here. He's pop-capped, so he's the only one currently pop-capped. Not blacksmith, but market, yeah, okay. Yeah, because the market can, yeah, be significant. 3 ramps. I need to kill this one as well, though. Oh, he's making skirmishers here now! He's making more skirmishers! This is Dennis, Dennis and his 40 skirms in disguise. Except you won't be making any AR army here. Never give up. Trust your instincts. As another ram bites the dust. Okay, Elden Nero is probably looking at the score now thinking, no, we got this, I'm fine, I got 27k score, I'm 10,000 more score than the other ones. Yeah, it's next level of ram play of the player one here for sure. Oh, but Nero's pop is diminishing as well. 80 and 40, down to 120 now. Is it being raided? Oh, we have trash bows! Or crossbows. I'm not sure actually if Commander Run is in or not, but we have trash bows against the halberdiers. Imagine having to carry the game all on your own here, with your teammate left with only 3 ranges, no villagers whatsoever, and losing the few skirmishers they're making. Okay, so you got command run. Nice. Okay, they're flaring trade in the corner. No, wait, that's not trade. That's just a lumber camp. Bam. This is the exciting part here. And then loss for both teams. Careful what you wish for. But that's not gonna happen. Had trash balls, okay. No. Another ram goes down. Single ram play over here, and the AI army full at work here again. Are we gonna see skirmishers kill a paladin here? Kind of. Kind of. Alright, I changed my mind. Okay, that one skirmisher OP. I'm not. I mean, Rageman is two ranges on the market away from being defeated. Oh, this is the only thing we're going to be watching this game. The Rams taking out the remaining ranges. Push of death. The Paladins are here too. No, 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 no. Hey, imagine if this were a siege ram, it will actually work. Oi, 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 oi. Hey, Rangeman has 7 army. He's providing. Wherever they are. Oh. They're cutting off reinforcements. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, we have sold for castle, apparently. Oh, 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 oh. Skirmishers OP. We got to admire Elden Nero's map controller. How many T's is not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is old school Black Forest style. I like that. There's no way Red and Blue should lose. I agree. They are basically playing 2 versus 1. Ether calls the GG. And OP takes the win. And that's the... Okay. Rageman calling it before getting defeated here. So we'll give him that. 2-1 for OP for an insane Nomad last game. Should almost stop casting at this point because nothing can top this. But you know, let's have a look at the stats and see where we go from here if we get to see the stats. Distinct feeling this game might make it to YouTube. Ooh, look at that lovely number there. Elden Hero losing the game but going down with 1,000 to 914 KD. Rageman also with a positive KD, so that's something. That's something. But in the end, Persians and Koreans for Frankie and Akkal-AOE move on to the next round. And look at that resource collection. Elden Hero MVP, but not enough to conclude the game. Timeline and oh man. No, you played Played well, Rageman. Was fun. Martin Zilla, thanks for the follow. Alright, that's this one. This casting of this set, anyway.